Okay, good morning, class. For our discussion for this morning, let me just share the slide. Okay. Okay, so for our discussion for this morning, we'll talk about doing preliminary review of related literature. So I do hope by Friday you will be able to submit already your introduction, the statement of the problem, which would include the research question, um, the background of the study. But eventually, that's five. So your approved title, uh, the introduction, the statement of the problem, the research question, and the background of the study. So as a review, again, when you do your introduction, please do not forget to do the three C's and the four A's. Okay, so primarily in the context, um, content, contrast, the aim, and the approach. Now, many of the papers that has been submitted to me, I think I place an X because you're not following the correct format. So you need to be able to do the correct format in terms of the submission of the introduction. Okay, and then in the statement of the problem, I will repeat this one, that when you do your statement of the problem, I needed to be able to see the four sentences in the statement, primarily with the first sentence is that you have to articulate the problem of the study is. The second is you have to look for a citation that will tell your reader that there's indeed a problem. The third one is the purpose statement, and you will say it this way: the purpose of this qualitative, kunyari, case study is to, then you'll be able to indicate na tatlong purpose statement. The fourth sentence would be um, the problem of, the fourth sentence would be, uh, okay, now the fourth sentence would be the problem of the study will be answered by the following uh, research questions. Okay? So then you will have to indicate your research questions. So tatlo yon. And that will be able to complete your statement of the problem. Now, in the background of the study, you need to be able to present 4 to 5 citations in connection still with your study of the latest developments or any other information that you may be able to include as part of your introduction. Now, we move to one of the most important part in doing your research, okay? uh, when you're done with chapter one, but there are other parts of chapter one which we'll be doing later on that would include the significance of the study, the scope and the limitation, and the definition of terms. So babalikan natin later on yon to complete your chapter one. But as we move along, we need to be able to do already your preliminary review of related literature. You need at least 20 journal articles, thesis dissertation, or other references to complete your initial uh, review or primarily for your chapter one. So when we talk about doing your preliminary review of related literature, did I record it? Yes, I am recording it. This is a very important step in the qualitative research. So this will have to involve surveying existing academic work. You need to be able to find out scholarly articles, books, reports, and studies related to the research topic. And our goal is not only to understand what has already been studied, but also to be able to identify the gaps, okay? What the books or the research journal articles are not saying, you have to be able to take note of those. establish the theoretical grounding to the theoretical frameworks that you will be doing, your conceptual framework, and strengthen the rationale for the new research. Now, by doing this, you as researchers may be able to avoid duplication. Because some of you, when you made your titles, many would have similar research titles. For example, the researches on AI, something to do with mathematics, something to do with technology, something to do with mental stress, mga nagawa na yun. Now, you have to refine later on your questions in the statement of the problem. I'll be able to polish it and see later on. And anchor studies on solid scholarly basis. Again, scholarly. Now, this stage also helps in exploring the themes. Because when you do your literature, dapat naka-themes yun. So parang you're sharing a story to your reader. Now, theories, frameworks that may guide the study's methodology and interpretation of the findings later on. So these are some of the learning outcomes. We have around 4 for you to understand the purpose and the importance of conducting a preliminary review of your related literature. Learn the step-by-step process of conducting a preliminary search for literature in the qualitative research. Explore the thematic approach in organizing and synthesizing reviewed literature, and develop skills in identifying gaps and framing a conceptual foundation for research. Now, these are the 10 steps in doing your preliminary literature search. Again, you need this one, especially when you do your introduction, when you do your statement of the problem and background of the study. Dapat meron kayong initial literature, and you have to create your Google Drive to be able to place all the journal articles, the thesis dissertations that you will be able to find online. Again, you just have to read the abstract. If the abstract is connected to your study, then get it and put it in your created Google Drive. So let's talk about the steps in conducting your preliminary literature search. Number 1, you have to identify the research topic, which you did already, no? And with a clear definition of the research problem or the focus area, which you will be doing, the statement of the problem, and you need to be able to submit all those things by Friday. So you will now have to formulate your key questions. You have to break down your research into smaller guiding questions to focus the search. You have to generate keywords, synonyms, related terms, and phrases that could be used in your databases. Now, select databases and sources. For you, initially, you can use Google Scholar. Later on, you can use JSTOR and the Scopus related search engines. Now, you can conduct initial search, run searches using keywords, and apply filters like the year and the discipline. In our case, you will follow the principle of recency, 2021 and above. Kung meron man 2021 and below, mga ilang references lang yun. Now you have to skim and screen the articles, especially those articles that are related to your study. Kung hindi man, do not use it anymore. Read the abstracts and introductions to check the relevance to your research. Now you have to identify the emergent themes, group findings based on the recurring concepts and methods or theories. Now, later on, when you do your literature, makikita nyo doon, ano-ano yung mga pare-parehos or similar things that the author is saying. You might be able to group them all together. What are those information that the authors are saying na magkakaiba? I-separate nyo yun. There are authors who would be able to tell you information that is uniquely different. You take that information and you can use that later on in your literature. You have to evaluate the quality of the sources, peer-reviewed journals, the citations, and the credibility of the authors as well. Now, refine your research focus. Use insights from literature to adjust and sharpen your research problem. The research problems or research questions that you are going to be able to make later on in your statement of the problem, those can be changed later on, and that can be edited, no? Depending on, kasi nga, with your title, those are just working titles. It can later on change, it can evolve, also with your research questions. So these are some of the examples. Example 1, A researcher studying food waste management in restaurants may start with keywords like food waste reduction, restaurant sustainability practices, and buffet management. So they may refine results by selecting articles published from 2019 onwards in hospitality journals, or in the case 2021 above. Example number two, a student exploring online learning engagement among college students might search key words like student motivation in online classes, e-learning participation, and digital education challenges. Now, the researcher can then identify the gaps, such as lack of studies in the local Philippine context. So I guess that's the preliminary way of doing your search. Now, for the activity, and hopefully you'll be able to do this one, you have to create now your own Google Drive folder and be able to upload the references that you will be able to gather para madali nyo makuha. And these references will be used later on in completing your review of related literature answer grid activity. So yung mga journal articles, yung thesis dissertations, and many other references, okay, you will have to convert them later on in a table, which I will be sending most likely by next week for you to be able to complete. Now, as part of your chapter 2, which is the review of related literature, I also be able to teach you how to do your theoretical framework and conceptual framework. When we're done with the with the review of related literature, we will go back to chapter 1 and be able now to do your significance of your study, your scope and delimitation, and the definition of terms. So, check. Okay, so I will be uploading our lecture, okay, for today. But the major activity that you will have to do is, of course, finish your introduction, the statement of the problem, the research questions, and the background of the study. Yung mga walang nagagawa pa, okay, sa Friday, okay, don't attend my class if you will not be able to submit anything, because by next week, we will start doing already the chapter 2. So for those students who have not done anything, okay, again, okay, by Friday, so you have at least a day to be able to do that. Gawin yung dapat gawin. And in the class, you can submit it early on Friday, like Friday morning, the case admin office. I will probably put a box so that you can submit your paper. Okay, in a short bond paper, please put your complete name, your grade level, your section, and the date para I'll be able to know saan class kayo, so that when I meet you in the class, hopefully I'll be able to correct it immediately para during the weekend, ayusin yung dapat ayusin, because by next week, we will start already the most difficult part, which is the review of related literature, or chapter 2. Mahirap yun, okay? Because you will have to be able to put in a format or in a table lahat ng journal articles ninyo. Ang problema is that if you do not have your chapter 1, especially your introduction, the statement of the problem, research questions, and background, you cannot do your, what do you call this one? You cannot do your chapter 2, which is the review of related literature. So malapit na midterms by the second week of September, okay? By that time, we will already start our proposal defense. So chapter 1, 2, and 3. I'm not worried about your chapter 3, because the chapter 3 would just be methodology. You will just have to explain in chapter 3, ano yung research design ninyo, who are your participants, ano yung sampling technique na gagamitin nyo, which is purposive sampling technique, your data collection method, your data gathering, and the data analysis that you will be doing will be specific to your author. So again, please be able to do your work. And by Friday, I'd like to be able to see already a draft of, again, the title, the introduction, the SOP, the research question, and the background of the study. Okay, so I think that's it for our class. So the remaining time would be allotted for you to be able to accomplish what you need to accomplish in our research class, especially now You have to create already your Google Drive to upload all of the references that you will be using and prepare your submission for Friday, short bond paper again. Okay, I think that's it for our class. So, sige, we will take a photo all together. Please switch on your camera. Okay, sige. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, isa pa. One, two, three. Okay. Para kayo nasa coffee shop. Okay. Sige. Enjoy. Bye, everyone.